Hello fellow DovEggs fan. So today I'm going to show you a ring that means a lot to me that I had custom made by DovEggs, and that's an ocean or water themed ring. First we'll go right ahead into the unboxing. It came in a DHL bag, and unfortunately it looks like it had a rough time. Two DovEggs pieces of jewelry actually came in this bag. My custom ring and a gift. There was a promotion going on for a while. If you made a custom, you got a free gift. But look, they also gave me a few bags. It looks like, unfortunately, one of those bags was also damaged in whatever happened during the DHL transport. We'll go ahead and open the custom ring first, and we'll take off some of that annoying bubble wrap. And inside the box comes the typical ring sizer, the warranty card, and the polishing cloth. It also came with a ring adjuster spiral. Inside that bubble wrap, there was the traditional dark blue box, and inside that box was another DovEggs box, which was wrapped in the annoying tape. As you can see, there's a crystal on the front of the box, which is the button, and the ring came inside of a bag instead of annoying tape. Thank you, DovEggs. As you've seen in other videos, they used to put a protective tape around the rings, which was really hard to get off. And here you have the ring. There are lots of different ocean and water themed elements in it. For example, it has a nautical rope, a seashell, ocean waves filigree, a light blue center stone, which is supposed to represent a water drop, two halos, which are supposed to represent ripples, and it also has an engraving on the inside for a song that's very special to me, which is called Oceans, and also the acronym JKS for Just Keep Swimming. I'll show you the engraving inside of the ring later on in the video, but this is what the ring looks like with ring lighting or flash lighting. I am typically a size 5, but since this ring is 3.9 millimeters wide, I've sized up just a bit, so it's a 5.25 and it fits very comfortably. I'm also going to go ahead and show you what gift came with this custom ring, and that was a little pendant by DovEggs. Here you can see they actually separated the pendant from the necklace. In the past, I've received them where they were all together, but this time they were in two separate bags. And there you have a view of the two together. This is with indoor lighting without the flash, just with typical sunlight coming in through the window. You can really see the light blue tint here with this view. Here you can see with different lighting how in this picture the stone looks white. That's the fun thing about blue, is that it changes colors in different lighting. I went ahead and slowed this part down for you so you could get a better look at that engraving. It's a little hard to capture it just with the camera due to lighting and, you know, the shininess of the metal, but it says Oceans and JKS. Oceans, again, is a very special song for my husband and I, and JKS is Just Keep Swimming, which is a motto that I hold very dear to my heart. And here you can see what that looks like on my hand. Again, I'm a size 5, so this is a 5.25. It fits very well. And now I'm just going to give you a few different glamour shots of this ring in different kinds of lighting. We've got indoor, outdoor, some with darker lighting and some with flash. None of these little videos here are filtered. Although I do include filters in my TikToks and Instagram just slightly, I wanted to make sure that you guys could really see the true colors of this stone. So this is just with natural lighting, either indoor or outdoor. All of the stones that were used, other than the center stone, were GHI. The center stone again is a light blue tint pear stone, which can be custom ordered when you make a ring. The gold was 3 different golds, which represents the setting and rising of the sun at the beach. And I have to be honest, the yellow gold isn't too different from the rose gold. There's not a huge variance between those two. Also note that this ring sits up very high. Their 1.25 carat band fits very well underneath of it. I don't think I'll wear it together. It's just honestly a little bit too much bling for me, which I thought I'd never say, but it's true. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the story of how this ring came to be. Now, if you've made a custom ring or piece of jewelry with DovEggs before, you may know what the process is like, so you might want to skip this part. But if you never have, I'm going to explain what my experience was like. As you can see from this picture here, which is what I first originally sent to DovEggs to give them an idea of what I wanted, there were a lot of details that I wanted to include in this small ring. So, for example, I wanted to have a very specific type of halo. I wanted it flat, I wanted it wide, I didn't want any gaps, so I sent several pictures of halos that I liked, as well as the inspiration picture. Here, I also marked off using markup which one I wanted. Explaining every detail that you want can be tedious, especially when you have a lot of details in mind. It may take several emails back and forth with the inquiry team in order to explain what you want. But at the end of the day, if you show as much patience as DovEggs does when they work with you, you will get exactly what you want or very, very close to it, and they will do everything to make you happy. Here's an example of that. So they sent me this CAD after I had explained everything that I had wanted, and honestly it was so close to what I had imagined, but there were a few details that were missing. For example, I had originally imagined that the gold would be primarily in yellow gold, but they sent me this CAD and I actually ended up kind of liking it, kind of thinking more about it, but the halos weren't flat enough, the center stone wasn't quite the right shape, there were a few things that were missing. So they sent me another CAD after I emailed them back, but I didn't like how it was half yellow, half white. There were still several things that I was thinking about that I might want to include, so I used a numbering system, a color system, and different letters to explain what I wanted, and that seemed to really work. I also kept going back and forth with which color I wanted for the gold. So at the end of the day, I spoke to my husband, who seems to be the best person to speak to when I'm indecisive. And he said, the white gold looks really nice. Why don't you add rose gold as well? And it'll be like the sunset. And I really like that idea. So that's what we went with. That was the final CAD. As you can see, it turned out perfectly, I think. So I was happy with it. Everything was ready to go. The CAD was good. I was almost about to give the final approval. And then a fellow DovEggs member in the Facebook group posted a pair with a colorful stone, and I just couldn't stay away from the blue stones. Blue stones by DovEggs are my favorite, and so they had posted dark blue stones recently, and you know, I couldn't stay away. I had to get at least a light blue stone. So I asked them if they had any stock. Thankfully they did. They sent me a video of 2 to choose from. And I just asked the inquiry or customization team to choose their favorite for me, and I think they made a wonderful choice. And there's that blue center stone. It doesn't look very blue in this lighting, but in certain lighting it certainly does. And here's the finalized product. This is the video that they sent me of the ring before they shipped it to me. You can really see the ocean filigree on the sides there in this video that they sent. And there you have it. That was my experience for this particular ring with DovEggs. It wasn't hard, it just took several emails back and forth, which is typical. They want to make sure they know exactly what you want. And, you know, if they get something wrong, just send them an email and kindly explain what you would prefer to see, and they'll try to make it right for you. At the end of the day, it is worth it to take the time to make sure that your jewelry is exactly how you want it, because this is something that you're going to treasure forever. And this company will work with you to make sure that you're happy. So I highly recommend, once again, DovEggs. I highly recommend a customization process, because if you don't see something on the website that you want, you can have exactly what your heart is desiring if you go through this customization process. If you have any questions about the customization process, feel free to reach out in the comments. Okay, thanks. Bye.